behind the scene. She could not see what God was doing. She could not see how God was doing it. She could not see the miracle there. But God was behind the scene. To make mention today that there is somebody that is behind the scene. There is somebody that takes care of our needs. There is somebody that provides for our needs. There is somebody that is always there with us. He is behind the scenes. And sometimes we do not even see it. But God is always there to provide for us, to give us what we need. He is always behind the scenes. He was behind the scenes. And the woman could not see it. By the way, the jar was going to continue if vessels were there. The oil only stopped because the vessels were there. And that is what God does in our life. That is what God does in our lives. There are times in our lives when we needed help from God. Just to remember when you were sick, there was somebody behind the scenes, sick on that bedside, that bed that you were sick on. There are other people that slept on that very bed, and they did not make it out of the hospital. But there was somebody behind the scenes. When you were lying down there, God was there with you. He revived you. He revamped you and brought you back to life. Don't you remember when you were traveling? When you were on that road which others used and they did not reach their destination? There was somebody behind the scenes. Don't you remember when you prayed for your marriage? When others prayed for the marriage and their prayers are not yet answered, but your prayers there is somebody behind the scenes. Don't you remember when you were studying and prayed to God, help me through God? There was somebody that was behind the scenes. Don't you remember when you went for the interview? Others were there, but they were left out, and you were given your way. There was somebody that was behind the scenes. His name is Jesus. He's always with us. He revives us. He provides for us and gives us all our needs. His name is Jesus. There is always somebody that has been behind the scenes. There is always somebody that has been taking the wheel. There is somebody that has been behind the scenes.